what Botond wants to talk about is the expectations versus the reality of the situation. I have a lot to say about this too. I'm curious to see where you're going to go with this, Botond.
Yeah. I think that this one is my favorite topic today because a lot of things to say about these things. First of all, you all know, guys who are following us in the past few weeks or months, that I just don't like Jimmy Garoppolo. I just don't like the idea that we have Jimmy Garoppolo right now after all those pathetic years with all those injuries. But right now in this situation, I have to agree with the thing that I think that Kyle Shanahan is thinking right now. Okay, it's complicated, but
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that Jimmy will start week 1.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure that he will start until the trade deadline.
Okay.
So I'm not expecting Trey Lance to be the starter for the 49ers in the next few weeks. At the start of the season, he will get some snaps during the preseason, I think. But if Jimmy can stay healthy, I'm pretty sure that Lance will start. And I will not be surprised if things changing until the season starts and Josh Rosen becomes the second string quarterback for the team, as long as Kyle Shanahan thinks that Trey is not ready.
Interesting. So you think the expectation is that Trey's going to start, but the reality is that he won't be ready?
Yeah.
Interesting. That's certainly possible. That's what my dad thinks too. We got a bottle of wine riding on this. We bet. And so I'm going to stick to my position and say, well, I think the expectation versus reality is this is the way I see it. To me, I think the expectations are what you said, that Jimmy's going to start week 1, because that's what the team's kind of said. And he's the vet and they're in a win now team. And Trey Lance didn't play last year and he's 21. He's coming from Division II. And there's a lot of reasons to think he might not be ready. But I think the reason they're not calling him the starter, in my opinion, is because has by far the most pressure of all the rookie quarterbacks this year. By far, Botond. Right? Like Trevor Lawrence has none. Jaguars going nowhere. No one expects them to be good, or he doesn't have to produce right away or win right away. He has to be good, but he doesn't have to win right away. Same with Zach Wilson. He doesn't have to win. Justin Fields doesn't have to win. Mac Jones doesn't have to win. He doesn't have to play. But Trey Lance, he's on a really good team that can't afford to lose, and he's replacing someone who has a sterling record. So if he goes in there and they just anoint him and he struggles, that's rough. I mean, he's not afforded that time the way that Zach Wilson would or Trevor Lawrence. So I think that what they're doing is trying to take some of this pressure off of him and be like, all right, if we don't name him the starter and we just let him like win a competition, well, then that's less pressure on him. So I think that he's going to win a competition and start week 1. And the reason they're not saying is they're trying to take some of this pressure on him, because it's like he has all the pressure in the world on him. But that's just how I see it. And I think maybe I'm biased because I have a bottle of wine, an expensive one, riding on this one. Expensive.
Wow. You know what I think of? Kyle Shanahan won't say who will be the starting quarterback for the team until the first week. So we will not know what is going to happen with the 49ers. Right. I'm pretty sure that there are some new things that Kai just wants to build into this offense during the offseason. I think we will just change how we run the ball, and we will see some sparks of it during the preseason, I'm sorry. Right now, I think that Jimmy may do that better than Lance would, and that's why I think of that Jimmy will start. But if I am talking about expectations, I must say that I have to make a difference between what journalists, coaches, and other people are thinking of this team right now and what fans are expecting from this team. And I'm pretty sure that fans want Trey to start instantly. The main thing that you have to understand when you are asking somebody to change his opinion about what he thinks of rookie quarterback is that these guys from the universities and if we are talking about the case of Trey, we must say that Trey wasn't a part of a pro-style offense. And in the past few years, Kai just wants to play an upgraded pro-style offense, no option plays. I think the first time when I saw from Kai some RPOs was last season.
He's been slowly building him into his offense. Yeah.
So right now, I do think that at the start of the season, until week 8, we would try to convert our offense into a new one, to build in all the other rookies, Trey Sermon, and hopefully Jalen Hurd, if he gets healthy this season. And after that, we would try to start Trey Lance. Not faster. That's right.
Well, we'll see. Look, here's one thing I can guarantee. Until the 49ers get rid of Jimmy Garoppolo, they will say nothing but nice things about him. Because as much as they're trying to win games right now, they have a parallel agenda, and it is pump up Jimmy Garoppolo's trade value by any means necessary. That is going neck and neck with winning at all costs right now. And until he's off the roster, they're only going to hear people say, like, man, Jimmy looks great. This is his best offseason. He's just really doing it. Trey Lance has got his work cut out for. You're going to hear that, and then you're going to see him in preseason. My theory is that they're going to play him in preseason. He's going to look good, and they're going to trade him after one preseason game. And here's why. If they feel Trey Lance is ready, and maybe they won't feel Trey Lance is ready, but if they do, then they need to get Jimmy Garoppolo out of here and figure out who the backup is. And they need to get Sudfeld and Rosen on the field and give them some playing time to figure out what they have. So I actually think Garoppolo could be out of here during preseason, but this all depends on whether Trey Lance looks ready. And as you said, you don't think he will. So we'll just have to see. Trey, it's up to you. We got a couple of questions. Cam says, hey, Grant, been a fan ever since you were writing at the PD. Would love to get on a private call with you sometime. First, don't know. All right, Cam. Well, you can email me, grantcohn@gmail.com. Holler at me. All right, hold on. Cam says again, also, what do you think will get the majority of playing time in the preseason, QBs and running backs? It's going to be interesting. 4 quarterbacks in 3 preseason games. How do you split that up?
First game, I would give the whole game to Josh Rosen, because I just want to see him, how he plays football right now, if he developed in the past few years or not. After that, I would share the playtime between Trey Lance, Jimmy Garoppolo, and Josh Rosen.
Yeah. I would like to get Jimmy Garoppolo off the team as soon as possible to get Sudfeld and Rosen some reps, because one of those two is going to be on the team for a while. So it's going to be really interesting to see how they go from 4 games to 3. Because remember, that 4th game used to be a lot of playing time for the backups. That was pretty much every backup would play extensive time, and now you don't have that anymore. So when is the Rosen game? When is the Sudfeld game? How do you do that? That's a good question. Domain Threat says, if Lance beats Jimmy out in camp, he would have earned it. I expect Jimmy to come out a la Aaron Rodgers and look his best to rise to the challenge. Yeah, I think that's pretty much what they're going for. Take the pressure off of Trey. Yeah. If he looks great. The Niners didn't, put any expectations on him. He just beat out Jimmy. And if not, then the expectation was for Trey Lance to sit on the bench anyway. That seems to make sense.